edition of Village Talks. Yay! My name is Elaine Matsala.
I think this is the part where schools
Today I want to talk about something interesting. Have you ever heard of the term machine learning? Machine learning is what the creators of AI used to make it smart. That is, learning the different behaviors of human beings, how we respond to certain things, certain situations, feeding it with all sorts of information, learning how life works and how the world works. That's called machine learning. Do you know that our children have their own version of machine learning too? Yes, it's called parenting. It's funny, I know. But what I mean by that is that our children are biologically wired to learn from us, to learn from human beings. Research has shown that in countries where children are not using technology in their education, I mean modern day education, children are doing so much better than what they are in schools that are actively using screens and tech. We are known as our children's significant adults. And this basically means that everything that's happening in the world around them, they learn from watching us. They take cues from us. They see how we respond to certain things, how we treat certain things, how we eat, how we speak, how we live. And this gives them information about the way the world works. Our children learn more from watching us and getting to understand us more than they learn from what we say and what they're taught. So a child needs to grow up in an environment that is giving them information so that they will build a framework or a worldview of what life is all about. This is interesting to me because technology changes and has been changing throughout the years. You know, the latest version of the iPhone comes out and you drop the one you have and you go get that one. Or you just keep on updating your software on your phone. That is very interesting because since the human being was created, we've pretty much remained the same. The only thing that changes is the world around us. But our development, what we need to survive, what we need to learn in order to function has not changed. And so I just find it really interesting that we are missing this dynamic in parenting. So since the world around us changes so frequently, you kind of expect that, the thing that our grandparents, great grandparents, great great grandparents used to do isn't really relevant anymore. And as we grow up and we question certain things, especially, the one case and the 2Ks, as we grow and we question certain things, we find that many of our parents and grandparents don't have answers to these things. It's just the way things have always been done. And so when we can't find the answers to certain questions, we tend to move away from that thing or that practice or that way of doing things, not realizing that we're actually losing the value of the thing. There's a popular saying that goes, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And many times in parenting, that's what we do. Because from our own experiences, we think, I didn't like this when I was small, so I'm just not going to do it with my children. And we throw the baby out with the bathwater. Let me give a few examples. Remember how popular and normal it was to wear your baby on your back. Ukteta or hupeta. You just put your baby on your back, tie them on you with a towel or a blankie, and you get on with your day. That has kind of lost its place or value in parenting these days. Yes, we've got those what are they called? The kangaroo pouches. I know there's one that goes diagonally across your body in the front. And there's different contraptions that we have now, but none like wearing your baby on your body. And if you could just think about it, seeing someone doing that reminds you of your grandmother or emakaya back home. But we don't really do it in the suburban areas. You won't see me in my high heels at the mall with my baby on my back and a towel around me. It's just not something that we do anymore. And there's nothing wrong with it. But the value of it was that our children actually need that skin to skin contact with us in the first year of their lives to develop that safety and that security that they need to have secure attachment. But also it stabilizes their heart rate, it decreases crying, it boosts their immune system. The benefits of wearing your baby on your back are immense. But sadly, we don't do it anymore. We do the stroller, we do, there are mobile rockers now that you just press the button and you put the baby on there and it will rock your baby and put your baby to sleep. And that is beautiful. It's amazing. Like that technology can do that. But the fact remains that children are biologically wired to learn and grow with us and from us. Another example would be the foods that we eat. When parents, when the family system or when the family ecosystem was different, when dad went to work and mom's place was in the kitchen, gardens were kept and food was being picked from the gardens, and chickens were providing meat and eggs, and milk was coming from cows because it was just possible. But now that mom's also at work, things have changed quite a bit. And our diets are not the same. We don't keep our own vegetable gardens. We don't milk cows or eat chicken meat from the chicken that's running around in the backyard. Hardly. There are many families who are doing that, but there are also many families who are not. And we are pursuing a different kind of lifestyle and not realizing that our children, yes, they adapt. Yes, they get used to the environment that we are putting them in, and they grow in that environment. But if you look at the stats, you will see that children today are doing a lot worse or a lot less well. That's not even a word. If you look at the research, you'll see that over the ages, children's development at certain ages has surpassed the generation before. And when you look at children today, they are doing significantly worse than the generations before. And it's in the lifestyle, it's in the environment, it's in the use of technology in the home, in the school. It's in the food they eat and in the practices that we as parents have taken on, the rearing, the kind of child rearing that we are doing. The parenting styles have changed. There's a whole lot that has changed. The world around us has changed, but the child, the human being, has not. So I just wanted to urge us as parents to make sure that in everything that we do, we keep ourselves informed, keep ourselves abreast with development, child development, what their needs are and how we can meet them. If you don't know what to do, consult a professional, speak to someone. There's resources that are available even on the internet. You just have to do your research on Google and not on TikTok, because there's a lot of conflicting information on social media. But do your due diligence as a parent, because your child's development still depends on you, even in 2026. I'm Elaine Matlala, sharing another interesting fact you may not have known. Please like, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more. Hit the notification button so that when the next message drops, you'll receive it.
Oh, I'm going to get to drop some comments.
My producer says, please drop some comments in the comment section.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah.